So watch how we hold this fair value gap and breaker. Then the 20-point mark would be at the minimum. Here's your 1 minute fair value gap right here. I'll trim this really quick. So watch how we fill that. There's the tap into the 1 minute. Now I'll be looking for the minimum of the 20-point run right here. Here's your market structure shift. Let me mark it out really quick. So watch for that 20-point mark there. Nice respect. That breaker and fair value gap. Would like to see a clear of, at a minimum, yeah, that low. But I think we should take this sell side liquidity too. Just marking this out. I'm recording for the YouTube video, so hopefully if this plays out, I'll upload that. I think regardless if it plays out or not, it's good for educational purposes, even if it provides a loss. So what is this, 14,963? Tapping into the breaker once more and the fair value gap. Let me clean this up actually. Do have some new week opening gaps all the way down here, but not really interested in that. Just gonna wait for this daily imbalance to be filled. Eight minutes left in the macro. Seeing that candle body, still respecting 50%. All of it closing below that 1 minute gap here. Want to see a strong reaction lower. Make sure the DXY is also popping back up. So fill that gap here on DXY. I want to see it continue to head higher as we use that 5 minute fair value gap inversion block right there. So see there's a fair value gap right here, bisi. And should use that to support lower prices on the indices. Still trading within the breaker. Five minutes left. I want to see it sweep of the sell side liquidity down here before 11:10. Tapping to the imbalance once more. Filling it completely. CES is also filling their gap. Quick rejection lower. Don't know if this will play out. Do this higher imbalance up here. Look at the 3 minute really quickly. Just tap into that 3 minute gap right here. Let's see if that wants to hold. One minute gap there. Right in between those two candles. We'd like to see a bearish close below those. There we go. So, want to see that close continue. So we head lower. Still 3 minutes left in the macro. We're holding the bearish price action right now. Want to see it close below, what is this, 15046.75. You can also see a market maker sell model kind of forming, right? Smart money reversal at the top, market structure shift, multiple low resistance liquidity points as targets. So it didn't get the close below. See how this next candle wants to close. Let me extend these out really quick. So holding that bisi here. Go to the higher time frame. Something like the 4 minute. You can see there's a large gap there. Approaching the macro end. Didn't really get the fill or expansion lower at 11:10. But I mean, overall, I think going into lunch hour, then this is what we could be looking for. Still holding the breaker. can see, I mean, you could count this entire thing as a breaker here, right? These down close candles. You have one break of it, but if you look at a higher time for like the 3 minute or something, or the 2 minute, there's your breaker right here, a little bit higher. Watch that 1 minute gap still. But take these off. 1 minute gap right there. Want to see it close below and continue to head lower. If we still respect it, then buy side up at, what is that, like the 1045 swing high? Right up here would be the target. Another bearish close. I want to see this candle close below. Still holding that 1 minute. I feel like the 4 minute really quickly. Still holding. All of these candles are closing below. This is the first candle that closed within it. Put an alarm on this really quickly. Starting to close bearishly. There is the close below. Hopefully. Yes, okay. So finally it closed below. Now watch how we gravitate towards sell side. We got 45 minutes until lunch hour. So I would like to see a sweep of that sell side down here going into lunch. And then I'm not really sure what lunch hour sweep of liquidity will bring. And then if you watch that live stream from 2 days ago, he was talking about the lunch hour high and low. So that'll be your 12 to 1300 hour high and low points. So if you mark those out, then go into the PM session, if we sweep one and then start to reverse, then watch for the other side to be swept. Go and watch the video if you haven't already. He talks about it in like the first 30 minutes, I'd say. So it's not super long. The entire thing's about an hour and a half. But yeah, watch that first 30 minutes. Take the notes. If you want the notes that I took, DM me on Discord and I'll send them over. It's only like a page long or something. But I suggest you take your own notes as well. Starting to get that rejection lower off of the 1 minute gap. So I see that swept. there's their displacement. Don't want to see a return into this fair value gap now, this red one. Remove this higher. So now that we've filled it completely, we're starting to displace, then I don't want to see a fill. Like, I want to see a breakaway gap form. If we tap in the breaker, that's fine, but I don't know if I want to see another fill of the fair value gap. If you look at the 4-minute chart, fill that fair value gap here, and we close below, right? So I don't really want to see a fill of that red area again, which lines up with the 4-minute. I prefer a dip below, and then if we want to return, that's fine. But so nice displacement. Want to see it close. We just got these wicks lower. We should close, you know, bearishly. It's like a full engulfing candle. Best case scenario, we form breakaway gaps. So higher time frame context, 4-minute. We trade lower and create a fair value gap that should be left open, and then continue to trade lower. If we take a fib swing of this really quick. So your 2 standard deviations at 14,970 from that one, which is roughly around 7 points from the buy side, or from the sell side objective at 14,963, which is the daily imbalance level, right? Then you can see that this standard deviation projection at -2 is in line with this sell side here. Finally starting to close below. Here comes the sell side sweep. So notice how when I said it wasn't going to return up into this fair value gap up here, we just tapped into the breaker once more and then rejected off of it. So now I don't want to see a return into the breaker before we sweep the sell side, which we should easily sweep the sell side here. But yeah, I don't want to see a reversal into the breaker again. And then we sweep sell side, we should in these next like 2 or 3 candles just come and pop through that 14,024 level, or 15,024. Immediate rebalance there. So watch how this candle should expand lower. And there is the sell side almost tapped. There's the expansion lower that I was talking about though. I want to see a purge through. So I want to see a close below. Here it comes. So there's the close below, hopefully. Come on. hasn't even, oh my goodness, it's just tapping it twice. It's just teasing. I mean, you get the point. Tapped into the sell side. I would like to see it pop through and then head for sell side down here. Next candle, hopefully. Bottom and bounce there. There's the close below. There's your sell side liquidity taken. Hopefully you're able to capture that move from the unicorn short setup / 1050 macro. Now I'm gonna wait for this sell side. All the way down there. That's relatively, or not relatively equal, but sell side. So I think I'll end the stream there. I'm going to continue to record for the video. I'll put up the stream recording up on YouTube unlisted. I'll put the link in Trading Hall and in the YouTube vids, so you can rewatch at least the 1050 macros part of the stream, and then I'll edit it down and trim it into just the the quick version like I normally do on YouTube. Quick announcement is I have a couple. One, Apex Trader funding is like 90% off, something stupid, until July 6th. So if you go to the resource tab, actually I'll just put the code up really quickly. There's a 90% code I'll put in Trading Hall if you want to use that. It's like $15 per evaluation if that's something that interests you. Other announcement would be I'm going to a different state for the next like week or two. So streams will be cut short for the most part, and predictions that I threw up there in the Patreon chats. So I'll try and do my best to continue to stream and continue to put up my projections of what I think price action is going to do, but I don't know how much screen time I'll have, like how much time I'll have in front of the charts. So I'll keep the streams shorter. We do also have, I think it's next week. Let me check the calendar. No, 2 weeks. In 2 weeks we have NFP. So I'll be back, I think July 5th or something. So that week of NFP, I'll be streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday AM session, and then Thursday, I'll most likely just be trading oil or just not streaming at all. So if you want to see an oil stream, then I'll do that. Otherwise, Friday, then the PM session, we'll put that up. Let me check the news. News next week, we've got durable goods at 8:30. Fed Chair Powell speech, 9:30. So some choppy price action sometimes that is equated with that. PM session I won't be streaming. Got some things I want to do. So stay safe till then. I'll continue to post anything that I see that's of interest to me, and watch out for that TGIF setup as well. Retracement to 20 to 30% of the weekly candle expansion. So until Monday next week, or whenever I see you guys, be safe, good luck and good trading. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you.